sports fans, this is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes here live for another edition of the Thursday Night Forecast, where we're going to be talking about Thursday Night Football in the NFL, also Week 11 in college football. That race to the CFP has begun. I'm here tonight with my man Mossberg of Level Up Sports Team. How you feeling this evening, Mossberg?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. Just glad that I'm not answering my phone and not working one of those jobs as you be picking with me about, talking about. But, man, just great to see all the guys and the screens popping off and ready to get into this Week 11 action and this Thursday night game as well.
We also got our man T1 of City League TV, somebody else, Mr. Claiborne. How you feeling this evening?
Feeling great. Good to see you guys.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you as well. We also got our man FanDuel Zaya of the FanDuel Zaya podcast here tonight. How you feeling, FanDuel Zaya?
I'm good, man. What's good with y'all, man? It's good to see y'all on the screen looking healthy. You know what I mean? Looking good. You know what I'm saying? Good to see the family out here. Y'all know what it is. We back with another banger.
Yes,
Back
sir.
with another banger. We also got our man Post Game of the Post Game 86 podcast with us this evening. How you post game?
Rob, I was at the gas station. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to keep the bread cheesy. How y'all doing tonight?
Keep the
We good, bro. We good. We also got our man SEC Sean with us tonight, rocking his Texas A&M hat. He's excited that his boys are ranked number 3 in the CFP rankings. How you feeling this evening, SEC Sean?
We good, but we can stop talking about it right about now. We don't need to keep talking. We can move on to something else. Plenty of other topics. Basketball, I don't care. Hockey, World Cup coming. We don't have to talk about no Texas A&M football. We good.
I know that's right. We also got our man Doug with us this evening as well. How you feeling, Doug? You good?
I'm feeling great, man. Beautiful day here in Houston, delivering that mail to these nice people in Pearland, Texas. Good to see you guys. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, good to see you as well this evening. Let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Tonight we got the NFL action. We got the 2-6 Raiders. 2-6 against the 7-2 Broncos. It's a division game. The Broncos are favored by 9.5. The over and under is 42.5. What y'all think about this game? Can the Raiders get win number 3, or will this be win number 8 for the Broncos?
I can jump it off. This will be win number 8 for the Broncos. I don't believe in what the Raiders got going on currently. I do like Brock Bowers, man. Listen, Brock Bowers is that dude. And last week he returned from injury and just went crazy. He's a great talent. He's a great option at the tight end position for Geno Smith. I like that pairing, but they don't have enough to beat the Broncos. The Broncos look like they're cruising to an AFC West championship. I think they just got too much right now. And even without Patrick Surtain playing in this game, I don't believe he's playing tonight. I think the Broncos defense is still strong enough to keep the Raiders at bay. So I'll take the Broncos.
Man. Division game. They tough. We as at the rec center actually talking about this. Me and Wesley, Russell, and it was tough. Almost said a pick 'em. Is this in Las Vegas tonight with no Patrick Surtain? It's at Denver. Mile High. I'm going with the Broncos. Denver go to 8-2. Just a tough place to play in, of course. Even though it's a division game, Raiders played them tough a couple times last year. I'm going with Bo Broncos.
Yeah, I'm going with Broncos, too. I think they're on a 6-game winning streak, which is pretty darn good in the NFL. Yeah. And it's a good time to play the Raiders, too, because they're still trying to figure it out. But I think, that 9.5 is pretty high, I think, for the NFL. So, but I think the Broncos are going to pull it off at home. But I'd probably take the points anyway. I think the Raiders might be able to run the ball a little bit. So Broncos to win 7 straight, but I'll take the points.
I'll take the points too. I think the Broncos are gonna win. It'll be great to see something happen in Vegas and the Raiders upset the Broncos. That's what I would love to see. But that Broncos defense playing really, 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 really good right now. So the Raiders not really gonna be able to score. So, but I think I would take that 9.5 points with the Raiders if I was a gambling man though.
Look, here's the real deal. Y'all all got this wrong. Remember, what happens in Vegas, stay in Vegas. Problem is, this ain't in Vegas. Give me the Broncos to cover and beat the snot out of the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, go ahead. My bad, Fandor. I thought you went. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, Broncos, man. I just want Brock Bowers to eat because fantasy purposes, there's money on the line.
Yeah, I don't see the Raiders doing anything with them Broncos, especially not in Denver. I'm taking the Denver Broncos to cover that 9.5, which is kind of high for NFL game. But I'll probably stay up under that 42.5 though. I don't think the Raiders are going to score very many points. So I'm going with the Broncos in this one. Let's talk a little bit of college football action this weekend. We got a couple of really, really good games on the slate. Let's talk about this number 2 ranked Indiana team traveling to Penn State. I got that backwards. Indiana's favored by 14.5, and the over and under is 50.5. Can Penn State muster up enough to win this game or at least make it interesting against Indiana, or are they going to lay down like some cowards? What's happening in this game?
Maybe early. Maybe they can hang in there early. But man, Indiana, it seems like when they smell blood, man, they know how to finish people. I mean, you can hang around for a little bit, but I think Indiana's rolling. They're rolling big time. And Penn State, they're reeling right now. So, I mean, they're at home. I want to say that's an early game. I'm not sure, but regardless,
It's a noon game.
It's a noon game. Okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I like Indiana big. They'll probably win by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm upset with Fox making this the big noon game, man. They should have did Oregon, Iowa.
Oh yeah. Oh damn, yeah.
Do they know something we don't know, Zay?
I don't know, man. Listen, I don't know if Elijah Surratt is playing. He got a hammy problem. And then their best linebacker, Aiden Fisher, might be out too. So if neither one of them guys play, I think Penn State will cover. But I think Indiana will win regardless. But when it comes to the spread, I ain't going to tell nobody about the spread because I don't know if them two guys are playing or not yet. They're day to day.
I heard Surratt was out. But, it's only Thursday. So take that for what it was worth. But, I mean, Penn State, has dudes on defense, but I don't think they're going to be able to slow down Indiana. I mean, I kind of agree with Doug on it a little bit. They may keep it close for a while, kind of like they did with Ohio State. And then I think Indiana just puts their foot on the gas, kind of like the old Mortal Kombat, and their coach starts yelling, finish them, and it's over. So give me Penn State give me Indiana to cover.
Man, this is tough. I'm trying to check on this injury. If Surratt is out, I'm taking Penn State. That's a big weapon for Indiana. I think you're talking about a receiver that's in it for the top receiver of the year, of course. That's a big playmaker for Indiana. If he's out, I'm going with Penn State at home. I know their season been crazy. I know their coach has been fired. I know they got so much going on. I know what I said last week, but having these teams back to back, you got to play at home. I think this is the game they come out, play. Those injuries could be a big factor in this. If Serrata's out, I'm going Penn State. If he's healthy, I'm going Indiana.
Yeah, those injuries could play a factor. They could very well play a factor, but I doubt it. Injury or not, I'm taking IU. They rolling. Man, I don't know what's up with Signetti, but man, the way he been coaching and that team been playing, it's like somebody stole something from them and they want revenge. I'm taking IU and IU big.
Yeah, give me Indiana as well. This is it.
Man, I just need Penn State to play some inspired football, man. You got an opportunity to at least save face and at least have a good showing going into the end of the season. Play inspired, go out there and try to make something happen. Leave it all out there on the field, man. Especially if those players who are hurt don't play. You got to take advantage of every opportunity you get out there in this game Saturday. I think that they're going to play inspired. They're at home. The crowd should be rooting those players on, man. Will they win? No. I'm taking Indiana to win it, but I at least want to see Penn State play some inspired football, man.
Crazy.
You know, your season is over. We already know that. But go out there and try to save face, man, and still go out there and show the world that you got some players on that team that are NFL caliber, which we know they are, and just play hard, man. Play inspired. Go out there and try to make something happen because you never know on any given Saturday what can happen. Let's look at number 5, Georgia, favored by 9.5, traveling to Mississippi State to play that Mississippi State team in Starkville. The over and under is 57.5. This Mississippi State team, they play at a fast pace, man. They might be able to make some noise in this game, even though they're plus 9.5. Can Mississippi State and that team play inspired football at home and give Georgia some trouble?
Yeah. Yeah, they can.
At home, yeah. Cowbells.
You got the Cowbells. You got a Georgia team that likes to play around with its games and keep them close. Man, you walk into Stark Vegas and play around with your food. Ain't a good look. I think Georgia wins. Mississippi State covers.
You know, Georgia had a physical game against Florida last week. When we talked about that game last week, who had the better roster. You know, I think I don't know. That's probably the first time in a long time Florida went into that cocktail party as the more physical football team. You know, but you know, I think Kirby's smart, man. That guy just finds a way to win, man. He's coaching his butt off this year, but man, I think they had a tough game. I hope they have even a harder game before they have to play Texas. But I mean, I think Georgia will pull it off. 9.5. Like I said, Mississippi State, like you said, Richard, man, they like to move the ball, and they'll score on you pretty quick. So it's going to be a tough one for Georgia, but I like them to win. Hopefully, not cover. I'm hoping it's a tough one.
I'm going Mississippi State, man. Mississippi State at home. Like you said about these Cowbells, I think they've been in the best position. Just think of the last few years during Georgia's national championship runs and the SEC stout, you know. I think this is the chance for them to really knock Georgia off and give them momentum, you know, not just the rest of this season, but years to come. This is the best time to get Georgia. They have them at home. This not only helps them, but it helps the SEC. You everybody want to see Georgia go down this week, I'm sure. So I'm taking Mississippi State in the upset. I'm going to go ahead and take Mississippi State over Georgia at home. And you said they like to score quick. I don't think Georgia can score as fast as them, especially them being at home. Give me them Bulldogs, and I'm not in Georgia. I'm in Mississippi State with this one.
Okay, Moss. I like it. I like it. I just to me, Georgia doesn't look like the same Georgia of past years. They don't look as physically dominant as they used to look. But they have been resilient this year. Uh, I know it's tough to win on the road in the SEC. I do like Mississippi State, but I'm gonna say Georgia finds a way to win this game in a close one.
I'm not going with the close one. I'm going with Georgia. I'm going with Georgia covering. I think that they're going to come out with a little bit more energy this week with that college football playoff rankings coming out. And I see Georgia trying to establish themselves as the old Georgia. Although we know that the old Georgia is gone. It's going to have to be something new going on right now. But they want to reestablish that dominance, and I think they're going to do it against Ole Miss and cover with the point.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Moss. I feel like Texas and Georgia are two teams that's very comparable in talent. I think Texas defense is a little better, and I like the way Mississippi State played them. But the difference is between these two teams is I think Texas got more explosive players on their offense. So I think Mississippi State gonna sneak out of here with a win.
Okay. Listen, I need this game to be a blowout by Georgia so they can go into next week feeling really, really good, feeling like they're going to be able to handle my Longhorns. And, they're going to be riding a higher horse. Because if this is a close game, Kirby Smart going to be in their tail. We coming to town, and they're going to be ready for my Longhorns. I want them to go ahead and go out there and thump Mississippi State, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think that Mississippi State, them fast guys they got on the outside, Thompson, Evans, if Shuck, is that his name? If he gets some time, bro, he gonna be able to spin that ball. And they got a decent run game. And Georgia's defensive front isn't as good as it's been in the past, but their linebackers are really good. So that's going to probably be the difference. They're probably going to blitz a lot in the A gap, trying to disrupt the timing of the quarterback. I just hope it's a blowout for Georgia, but I don't see it. I really don't see it. I don't think they're going to cover that 9.5. I think they're going to go over the over and under though. And Parlay Post said he's thinking Georgia going to win big.
What did he say before that? Because my record actually pretty good. I just got to go do some figurines about some other weeks that I didn't get on, but my record pretty good.
He dropped the T word, terrible. He said your record is terrible.
Check that chat.
Well, this is college football. One thing we could be sure of is that somebody in the top 10 is going to lose almost every week.
It's possible. It's possible. It's definitely possible.
You guaranteed it this week.
And just think about it. We all, in a fashion, thought Georgia would be one of the teams that wouldn't actually make this college playoff. Just think. They lose this week. They got Texas next week. They up out of there. Just think about this. Some of the things we talk about is coming too as the season continue as well.
Well, they not losing this week, so I don't think y'all gonna have to worry about that. I know the SEC is not that good, but Ole Miss ain't gonna knock Georgia off.
He'll have no shame in talking about that SEC.
Man, he just a talking head with shoulders. Next up, we got this is probably gonna be the game of the day. number 7 BYU traveling to Lubbock, Texas to take on number 8 Texas Tech, who's favored by 10.5 points.
Man,
Crazy.
That is not.
Do they know something? They know something we don't know.
They
So
must.
this one of them,
Hey,
this one of them ones,
BYU.
y'all know how I get. I think, hey, I might tell some people put the house on it. Go
Talk to
ahead
us.
and clean up and get this money.
Talk to us, T.
Hey, give me BYU with the point.
Yeah, BYU been the most disrespected top 10 undefeated team this year. I mean, they've been dogs in a lot of games. I mean, they had a close game against Colorado, 24-21. But, man, they've been dogs at home against Utah. They were ranked ahead of Utah. Beat them by, I think, a field goal. Man, this is gonna be a really good game. I think it's a 11 a.m. Central Time kickoff. 10.5, man. I don't disrespect BYU. I think Texas Tech is gonna win, but it's gonna be a close game. It might be a high scoring game. No tortillas.
Hey, Doug, that seemed like an easy money game, right?
Man, I'm telling you.
If BYU can come out, which is going to be tough on the road going into Texas Tech, this type of game make me think about the days of Michael Crabtree and the performances they put on back then and that score being so high. If BYU can come out, pass the ball, run the ball, be stout on defense, BYU could win at Texas Tech on the road. Like you said, Doug, a lot of people don't talk about them. We not at Provo, but I'm a fan of that AJ DeBonsa. We not talking basketball, but I'm going to take BYU in an upset at Texas Tech this Saturday. That's T1, dude.
Another upset.
Yeah, I'm going Texas Tech. I think they cover as well. They missing a couple. They missing the guy on the defensive line still, but I think relatively they're as healthy as they could be at this point. That is a big piece, but man, that BYU defense is not about to stop that offense at all.
Yeah, I agree with Zay. I just think Texas Tech has more talent than BYU, and the fact that they're at home, I can't go against Tech at home in a big game. Pretty much for the conference, really. So I'm gonna go with Tech.
Do they cover?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I'm going Tech. I'm going Tech to cover. I'm going Tech to cover again. I don't. This is not going to be close. Tech going to get that running game going, and it's just going to be done. Yeah. BYU will have no answer. BYU is not going to be able to score, in my opinion, the way Tech is going to be able to score. You know, like BYU is going to get their points, but TCU is going to blitz them. I'd put TCU by 17 plus.
I'm taking Texas Tech as well, but I want them to lose so bad. Them losing, man, really, really, really helps. You know, Texas's case, man, if they lose and then possibly make it to the Big 12 championship game and lose again, because I need them to have 3 losses. I don't see them losing, though. I think they're a more superior team than BYU. I think they have more talent. They got more skill. They got a better offense, a better defense. I just wish it was in Provo. I really wish it was in Provo, but it's not. So I'm taking Texas Tech to win this game. I think they're going to cover that 10.5 as well. Apparently, they know something about this game. They have it that high. What it is, I have no idea. But I really need BYU to win this game, but they're not winning. They're not winning.
They probably trying to get some fools like me to say, "Oh, this is an easy bet, so I can lose my money." That's what's going on here. They got me.
The main reason you want Texas Tech to lose is because you're gonna have nightmares now because of your boy Moss over there talking about Michael Crabtree.
I know. Yeah,
you
he
Longhorn
slid
fans still
that.
have that in your bag. That spin move with the 2 seconds.
You slid that in an open wound, Mossberg. That wound's still open, bro. You shouldn't have done that.
Told you. I knew it. That's why they own, boy. That's why he wanted Tech to lose.
My bad, man. You know I don't come with no harm, man. I just come talking, man.
Hey, y'all Texas dudes be hating on little brother.
Hey, man, that's the way it's supposed to be.
That is probably the only thing Texas and Texas A&M agree upon: the hatred of Texas Tech.
It's annoying out there, man.
Right.
Y'all, I'm gonna just not even say nothing about them Crabtree instead.
But then the problem is, we'll agree to hate Texas Tech, but then we'll argue about who hated them first.
Who the best team in Texas?
Oh, it's the Longhorns all day.
A&M, and it's not close.
See, the flagship school.
The flagship school, like Doug said.
Remember, the University of Texas doesn't exist except for A&M by paying y'all's debt off. Go look up your history.
Bringing in politics, man.
Hey, somebody got to be a sucker every now and then. Thanks, A&M, for being a sucker.
Y'all are the ones in Austin, so you can figure out who's the suckers.
Good to see you in here again, Jet Life. I got your picks down, and I've been putting your picks on the chart too, because I've been getting our chart together these last couple of days in the tab. So,
well, let's talk about that number 3 Texas A&M team, who's favored by 6.5 at number 22 Missouri. The over and under is 47.5. Now, of course, Missouri's on their third quarterback. Do they have a chance?
Yeah, I got Missouri in this game. You know, I like Zollers, man. The true freshman, he showed me something last game when they threw him out there. I think he could push the ball down the field more. I'm still skeptical of this Texas A&M secondary. I think they could be had. And, you know, I mean, we know that it's hard to play on the road, you know. So, and I'm still waiting for Marcel Reed to just give us a game, because he gonna give us a game where he gonna lose it. I'm telling you, I don't have faith in him winning the natty. He's not a natty type quarterback for me. So I think this is one of the games that he gonna give up. I think that D line of Missouri is gonna get after him the whole game.
I'm taking Missouri with the points, but not for the win. I'm taking A&M.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Texas A&M coming off a bye, it would be extremely disappointing. I know SEC Shine, I know that'd be extremely disappointing for you. They went out there and lost. And I know it's on the road. I know it's a SEC matchup. But one of the reasons why I like Texas A&M and I got to see them up close and personal is that, you know, watching them through the season, they can win in multiple ways, and I think that's a sign of a good team. I got Texas A&M in this game.
This was one of the toughest picks for me, man. You know, my thing was, will Missouri be able to come out at home and run the ball? You know, and that's one of Texas A&M Achilles' heels. And the rivalry game, those things kind of stand out. You know, I'm all about upsets. I'm going to take your Aggies this week. Nobody's talking about them. So I'm going to talk about them a little bit because I know you're going to be quiet. Aggies win big, and I want that one guy. What's his name? He got the punt return. Is it Concepcion? What's his name? Concepcion. If he get one of those big returns, it could probably be a blowout on the way to the Aggies' way at Missouri. So I got the Aggies winning this one. And they stay atop, and they might make way for the Horns to get a win late in the season. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Got the Aggies.
Did the Aggies work on tackling this bye week, man? Because they don't tackle well, man. They're like, what, 16th in the SEC and tackling efficiency or something like that. If they can stop the run, I like A&M. I like A&M to cover because, I mean, Marcel Reed, I'm not too low on Marcel Reed at all. I think he's a pretty good player. His stats aren't great, You know, he could be 17 for 30, but he'll throw the game-winning touchdown. You know, he'll make a drive, he'll make a play. You know, I like A&M in this game to cover if they can stop the run, because they don't seem to tackle well. Their pass defense, they blitz well, very, very efficient when they blitz, man. They're scary when they blitz. But Missouri likes to run the football, man. So if A&M can stop the run, I think they cover. I think they win anyways, but this can be a tough game for them, for sure. But Gig and Aggies.
Yeah, if I thought that Missouri would be able to run the football effectively, they would probably be able to condense this game and limit some possessions for Texas A&M. But I don't see that being the case. I think Texas A&M covers that 6.5 and wins this game fairly easily, especially once it gets to the second half. They usually pull away from teams. And I want them to be undefeated when they come into Austin anyway. So go do your thing, Aggies, because you got to date my boys.
Hey, T1.
What up?
Is this how it goes? We're terrible. We don't play nobody. We ain't good. We shouldn't be ranked this high. I appreciate all the love. Is that how it goes?
Just like that.
All right, cool. I've been practicing. I've been watching the replay, so I can
Just
get
like
that.
that.
Serious. This is not going to be an easy game. I do have it as my lock of the week. I do have A&M covering. I do have it going over. I've got 31-17 A&M is my prediction. Yes, Zollers is good. He's also 18 years old and a true freshman going against a Mike Elko-led defense. Mike Elko knows how to confuse quarterbacks. Stack the box. Make the kid try to beat you. If he can beat you, you take your L and move on. If you get beat by a kid that if that 18-year-old can master that defense with all them different looks and combinations and pressures coming from God knows where, fine. Take your chance. Don't let Ahmad Hardy beat you. You can't do that. Stack it. You know, I expect it to be close. I expect the halftime score to be something 17-7, 17-3, 17-10. But as I've said all along on other stuff, I think the Tommy Moffitt factor kicks in the second half. That A&M team becomes way more physical in the second half. And that running game and those maroon goons up front start leaning on you. And then they just start running. And Missouri does have a hell of a defense. But I think our defensive line can match their defensive line, and I think we can get more pressure. They're 82nd in the country in pass protection. Missouri is. A&M's like top 10. So I expect it to be a good game. I mean, Missouri's not going to lay down, but I still think we pull away late and cover and 31-17.
All right, cool. Well, this next game is a Big Ten matchup that's going to have possibly some college football playoff implications to it. We got number 9 Oregon, favored by 5.5, traveling to Iowa to play the number 20 ranked Hawkeyes. The over and under is only 40.5 points. What's your thoughts on this game? Let's let our Big Ten guys go last on this because I really want to hear some good insight about this game. What's your thoughts on number 9 Oregon traveling to number 20 Iowa?
I'll follow this one. I'll hit this one first and get out of the way. It's hard to win in Iowa.
Yes, sir.
There's just something weird about that place in November, especially. This they going to jump up and bite somebody. I got Iowa winning this game.
Yeah, ask Indiana about that, man. I think, what was it, 2015? Indiana escaped Iowa.
And that wasn't even when it was. I mean, I know the cold isn't and whatever isn't going to affect Oregon, but there's just that place in November is different. And they're going to bite somebody, and I think they get Oregon this week.
Yeah. Yeah, they have an early loss to Iowa State, which is probably the most unappreciated rivalry in college football is at Iowa because it's so early in the season. I mean, you're lucky to get a scrimmage before you play that game. And so early in the season, you don't know who your team is really. So it's just nothing but emotion and flying around the football and just see what happens. So I'm not surprised that they lost that game at Jack Trice Stadium, but because it's so early in the season. But man, they had Indiana at home, and they are tough at home. This game to me feels like avocado toast versus meat and potatoes, man. Because Oregon, they beat people with their speed, space, schemes, and all that stuff, man. But when they play a team, I'm not saying that Iowa is just as fast as they are, but I'm sure they can probably handle their speed. But man, they're physical, and they're at home. And Oregon, to me, they kind of got exposed a little bit at Penn State, just seeing how bad Penn State is, and they barely got out of there. I mean, I had them winning that game just on athleticism. I'm hoping Decorian Moore, the true freshman out of Duncanville, wide receiver, has a good game. But man, I got Iowa in an upset, clear upset.
Fellas, I really love Dante Moore. I think he's a heck of a quarterback. I
Mm-hmm.
don't even think he's hit his ceiling yet. Uh, real quick, he was a silent commit for Notre Dame. His dad wanted a bigger bag, so he ended up committing somewhere else. But Dante Moore can play football. That's a really good quarterback. Not only is it tough to play at Iowa, but from all I'm hearing, the weather is going to be a mess, and that bodes well for Iowa. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. I think Iowa is going to frustrate Oregon, and I think Iowa is going to pull off the upset. I'm taking Iowa.
Wow. Oh man, I like DM squared. I like these more guys. Dante, Corian. I don't know what it is about them. I know Oregon that haven't really showed as much, but they win it week in, week out. They are still rated Big Ten champs as well. So that's something that's going to be on their mind. I was trying to not only take that from them, but try to take right now is taking teams out of the playoff and putting yourself in. I have Oregon winning this game. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a battle. I just think this game, Oregon gets a tough win. It's a tough win.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you on the T1 go. Well, I ain't letting you do. I mean, that's what we want to see happen. I don't want to make it seem like I'm letting you do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're a grown man. I just feel like I don't know about Oregon, man. I ain't 100% sold on them. I see they favored by 5.5 going to Iowa. I don't know what Iowa got offensively to be able to score enough points on Oregon. But I definitely think it's going to be a low-scoring game, man. And then low-scoring game like that at home, you can pull out the victory, man. I'm going with Iowa for the win, flat out, straight out. I think they win this game, man, and they really going to muddy the waters in the college football playoffs because Oregon was probably one of those teams in the Big Ten that was going to be a lock to make the college football playoffs. But I think Iowa's about to put a monkey wrench in the game. I'm taking Iowa in this one.
Yeah, I think Oregon win this game, and it's kind of because the guy post game spoke about Dante Moore. 2 weeks ago, we seen Oregon in a slugfest with Wisconsin. And one thing I seen from Dante Moore that I feel like I wouldn't have seen from Dante Moore when he was at UCLA is he didn't force anything. Iowa gonna play defense to where they not gonna give up no big plays. So you just it's just a steady 3 yards, 4 yards. You gotta work your way down the field the whole game. And you cannot give them the ball. You cannot turn the ball over. Because when you turn the ball over and you give them a short field, that's where they get their little 20 points from. And I don't think Dante Moore is going to have no boneheaded mistakes. I think he'll take care of the football. He'll take what the defense give him. And when it go time to make a play, he's going to make a play. And I like, it's going to be a slugfest. This is how Iowa always been playing football, though. And it's going to probably, what's the spread?
5.5.
7?
5.5.
Yeah, they're not getting that spread.
Yeah, and see, this what y'all need to understand and know about the Big Ten, and why we're so different from the SEC. You actually have to be able to play some football from November. You have no idea what this weather's going to be. You don't know how cold it's going to be, how hard the wind is blowing, if it's snowing, if it's raining. You don't know. So therefore, you can't have your whole game built around just playing arena football and just throwing the ball all around like it's nothing. Like Purdue and Iowa, those are two stadiums that you're going to have to go and play in. So Iowa definitely has a chance because it's a hard Big Ten stadium to go into and come out with a victory, regardless of how good you are. And I hear a lot of you saying that you picked Iowa because Oregon doesn't look that good. If Iowa is being picked, it's because it's just a hard place to play. I'm going with Oregon, and I'm taking Oregon with the points too. I think they're gonna go in there, just as I said about Georgia. They also need to establish themselves because right now, for real, you better be trying to get you some style points. Because I see the committee looking a lot at what they see and not about what's really going on. So I'm really starting to believe that style points come into play with the college football playoff committee.
Okay. Well, let's look at this next contest. We got Auburn traveling to number 16 Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's favored by 6.5 in this game. The over and under is 45.5. We know Auburn's coach just got fired here recently. This will be the first game that the Auburn plays without their former coach. Can they and that defense slow down Diego Pavia and get a win over the number 16th ranked Vanderbilt Commodores and really go ahead and slam the door on Vanderbilt's hopes?
Hey, I'll lead off with this one, but first of all, I want to know what makes this game exciting enough for us to waste our breath and talk about it.
That sounds like some Big Ten. SEC.
No, that was a real live question because I'm quite sure it's a game or two over on our side that is not worthy of being talked about. I just want to know what's exciting and who's exciting in this game for us to look at and talk about.
No, it's
what's on the line, like what's going on.
Well, you got to think about the fact that Vanderbilt is still in position to possibly make the college football playoffs. Most of the games you see on here have something to do with that.
All right, give me Vandy.
This a game that I'm with you, T1. I understand what you're saying. You got to put the number one team on the docket, man. You know what I mean? You got to. I understand, T.
I was straight waiting for one of you two to say it because I already done looked through and went.
I'm chilling. Y'all give me enough slack. Y'all.
I agree with you.
Real good.
I agree with you. I looked at this game and the other one at the very bottom of the list and went, no. Why we don't need to talk about Florida and Kentucky. We might as well talk about Ole Miss and the Citadel,
or OU and Bowling Green, for that matter.
You know,
hey, Auburn is 1-5 in conference play.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I get why you put it on there, though, Robert. I really do because
SEC bias. That's it. ESPN and SEC.
Well, Vanderbilt does still have a shot. But I will say I was kind of shocked that Ohio State's game wasn't on there too because
Sean,
that can be a sneaky game with Purdue.
It's a bias, man. It's a bias, and it's okay.
It ain't coming from here.
I no doubt. It's hard being on the top. I promise y'all. It's hard, but guess what? We know how to keep that crowd steadying up there. So we all right.
We just learning it right now. We just hanging on to that rum.
If you need any pointers, bro, I can slide you through a couple
No,
little
I
things.
think I'm going to go down to the local Home Depot and get some Gorilla Glue and see if that'll help me hold on tighter. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, this is actually a sneaky game. It's not really, Vanderbilt's the only thing that matters in this game is do they win or not. I'm curious what Auburn does, though. I am going to watch this game because with a new play caller, I'm curious to see if Auburn's going to actually try to stretch the ball down the field to those receivers. They got some studs outside, Coleman and Singleton. Are they going to stretch the field? Are they going to play, Deuce Knight, I think is the quarterback that everybody's waiting for him to play? Why not play the kid? What are you going to lose? You got 4 games left. The kid could still consider a red shirt. Play that kid. Let's let the ball fly. Because if you don't, there's a pretty good possibility you're going to lose a lot of people like Cam Coleman and stuff off that roster come next year. And Cam Coleman was committed to A&M before he flipped to Auburn.
I'm just not impressed with Vandy. I think that's one of those teams that they're just benefiting from being in the SEC. When I watched that Vandy and Missouri game, I threw up twice.
Yeah, Sean, I got Deuce Knight transferring out, bro. I think he out of there. But Auburn and Vandy, Diego Pavia normally has a lot of success against Auburn, so I don't think it stops now. I think Pavia has a day, and they keep their name in the hunt for the playoffs. I don't think Vandy's going to make the playoffs, but they definitely got to win this game at home against Auburn, so I'm taking Vandy.
Same here. I'm going Vandy. They at home. They stand in a playoff hunt. SEC is a crazy race right now, so I'm going to take Vandy for the win.
Vandy. That's it.
I'm taking Auburn and that Auburn defense to shut down Diego Pavia. I'm going with Auburn.
That's why it's on the ticket. That's why it's on the screen right now.
No, it's only on the screen because Vanderbilt has a chance to possibly make the.
No. What I'm saying is, if you think that's going to be an upset, it's worthy of being on the show. If you would have went Vandy, I would have been salty at you. I ain't going to lie.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Auburn's linebackers, even though it's at Vandy, Auburn's linebackers have been playing some good football. If they can slow him down, and Auburn, muster something up offensively, that's just going to be one of them games that'll be interesting. You never know how to go.
Now, if you said
you can't go against Johnny Pavia.
Say it again.
How dare you, Johnny Pavia? How dare you go against Johnny Pavia?
Come on, man. Johnny Manziel.
Pavia on so many years, though, so I don't know if we could put that J in front
Pavia,
of him.
by the time Pavia leave Vandy, he's going to have the AARP card.
We got to call him timestamp Pavia now. That's a good one.
Well, Mossberger, of course, you can go last on this one. We got Florida State traveling to Clemson to play the Clemson Tigers, who's favored by 1.5 in this game. Both of these teams are fighting to make a freaking bowl game. What's your thoughts on this one? The over and under is 56.5.
Hey, Rob, can I say something real quick? Rob, SEC Sean. Doug, who your squad? Texas? Okay. I apologize for, all that I say about the SEC. I really do mean it. But for me to not be all over the ACC's back like flies on shit, this game is just that. This game right here is disgusting. You have two teams where their name is absolutely beautiful. Their name, what you see, is that fine lady walking down the street when you see that name. It's like, woo-wee. But come Saturday, this is just unbelievable. The downfall for Clemson and, Florida State, I just don't know where they've been for the past since Jameis Winston stole them crab legs. But this is crazy. But I think it's going to be a great, entertaining game.
T-Wall,
man,
bro, you are an entertainer to the fullest, dog.
Do not
my
hold the
man,
smoke. He
I'm
give it
actually
out.
surprised you even was down on the Auburn Vanderbilt game with this Florida State Clemson game. Right next up, that's the most unwatchable game this whole weekend is Florida State and Clemson. And what the crazy thing is, after week one, who'd have thought that this game would be so freaking unwatchable? I swear to God, Florida State weren't they a top 10 team at one time? Didn't they beat the hell out of Alabama? Didn't they line up running that Cam Newton offense all over freaking Alabama with two head coaches over there at Florida State? Gus Malzahn and what's his name? Norvell, whatever his name is. Oh my God, man. And Clemson, oh my God, man. Like I love I follow Cade Klubnik all through Austin Westlake, all through his freshman year. How do you regress so much from your freshman year all the way to your senior year, man? That's amazing to me. It's sad, but it's
Coaching.
It's unwatchable.
Clemson was ranked too at the week one. Wasn't Clemson up in their rankings too?
They were one of the favorites. They were one of the favorites preseason. Klubnik was supposed to be a Heisman guy.
Yeah.
Man,
Their defense was supposed to be all that, man. The defensive line, everything was supposed to be all that. And man, that's disappointing.
yeah, man. Any way we slice it, man, I'm just happy that my brother, he got his team appearance on the show, man, because that could get depressing. That would be very depressing. He's right under us, at second on the second level of the least amount of appearances on the show. And I know how depressing it can get. So, at least we can speak about, them Seminoles, it's probably depressing for him to speak about them as well, but you rather speak about them than not.
Respect.
Yeah, I gotta, man, like y'all spoke upon, Clemson has been so disappointing this year. Man, they got dudes all over that team and they just terrible. But at home, I believe they lost to Syracuse, SMU, and somebody else at home. I think Florida State. I'm gonna take Florida State. I think Castellanos makes some plays with his legs, and they'll get the job done. I think, from what I've saw, a lot of teams who can run the ball give Florida State a lot of issues, and I don't think Clemson has been very good at running the football. So I'm gonna say Florida State wins this one.
I'm going to take Florida State for the simple fact that I saw how those Clemson defensive players reacted when Dabo came over to get onto him, and none of them was paying attention. They're just laughing and telling him to pretty much get away. We don't care.
They're not hearing them no more over there. Huh?
That's a team that totally has quit on their coach. Don't care about the season. They looking for their next little trip wherever they're going to go. Give me Florida State by some grace that they're going to win this game. Somebody has to win. That's why.
Man, I ain't watched neither one of these teams in weeks. I don't really know which way to go. So since I don't, I'm going to roll with my brother. I got Florida State.
Me too. I got Florida State. We're gonna send that energy out in the universe for Mossberg. I got Florida State. Let's go Seminoles.
Appreciate the energy.
Ain't nothing.
Florida State as well, man. I think they got the best chance of making it to at least a bowl game. If they can get this win, they'll be right at 5 wins. Maybe they can get one more to make it to a bowl game to be bowl eligible with 6 wins. I just don't have no confidence in Clemson at this point, man, in the season. I think they done hung it all up anyway. They just out there. So I'm taking Florida State.
So you have confidence in Florida State, though?
You got Clemson in Florida?
I got confidence in them winning this game, but not
against Clemson. Okay.
Yeah.
So they garbage. I just picked them because I like Moss.
Who you got, Doug? Clemson or Florida State?
Oh, I'm gonna take Clemson just because they're at home, even though that doesn't really matter this year. But if they have any pride whatsoever, man, I think they'll pull it off. I mean, it was 1.5. Yeah, it's a pick 'em pretty much. I'll take Clemson.
Gotcha. Well, you know who I'm going with. It's been a while since we heard that music. I'm gonna play it one time since everybody going with my Seminoles and the board except Doug. That's the Seminoles this weekend. I appreciate the love, fella. Appreciate the brotherhood. I know it's been a tumultuous, tough season, but I got my nose in Death Valley. I just feel like we got to get bowl eligible because this shirt right here, Zay and T1, listen, I'm gonna show y'all this shirt, and I said if we not bowl eligible, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put this on for you. So my Seminoles gonna win this weekend and get us an inch closer to me not putting on this shirt.
Hey, Mark,
And
I'm trying to help you out. Go ahead, Zay.
That was
I'll tell you what too, Moss. If y'all don't be bowl eligible, you got to put that shirt on. I'm gonna get with post game personally. We're gonna get some Irish gear together. We're gonna give you a care package because this is gonna be about time for you to switch over, family.
Man, listen.
Oh no, that's what I was gonna talk about. We're gonna fight for that. I like Moss. I want to recruit him to become a Buckeye. I love his energy, I love his knowledge of the game. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't mind hearing him talk about my Buckeyes the way me and FanDuel Zay does. So I'm hoping that Florida State continues this trend, and I'm hoping that he just continues to be disgusted. And I'm also hoping that he doesn't stick around as long as he's stuck around for the Bengals as he has for college. As you know, he has a great school right here in his backyard that he can, proudly represent.
Well, the only problem with that, T, is I extended the application already to him and he didn't accept it, So, I mean, I feel like he's more accepting of a Notre Dame application. Get on his page, y'all. Go watch his short when he visited South Bend. He had a fabulous time.
That is true.
Hey, I haven't been. Hey, y'all, that care package gotta have that Buckeye in there. I gotta visit the shoe. I haven't been in the shoe yet, so it's a lot of offers out there on this free agent as my nose season continue. But I'm diehard Dope Campbell. I'm not leaving Tallahassee. I'm Nose Nation, and it's not gonna stop.
But you're from Columbus. You're allowed to. You know what? You're allowed to have two. You can go for the home team too.
Cincinnati,
only you can do that, T.Y. Only you can do that.
Cincinnati.
Why me?
It's the Bengals.
I'm just Ohio guy, man. I just love everything Ohio. That's why I love y'all so much, man.
No, this is true though, because I have a uncle. His name is Pastor Brooks. He's a Columbus native. He was a 49er fan all his life. He moved to Indianapolis and became a Colts fan. So this happens all the time.
See, look what they're trying to do to me. You hear this?
Trying to help you out.
Man, listen, I need y'all to get bowl eligible so you can put your blunts out on that damn shirt.
Yes.
You get done, you want to put it out on that damn shirt. That's what I want to see.
I got a shirt in here for part of the
Rob, SEC Sean said, look at that and stop talking.
Look, remember.
We got our date already. I'm just talking about that.
Not only is we good, we also represent money.
ATM. Boy, ain't that the truth?
Why do you think our football
that's the only thing? That's the only thing I'm jealous about with Texas. I ain't jealous about the weather. Get too hot. I'm just jealous about all that money they got, man. That money long in Texas.
They bring back the swag copter, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin Sumlin and his swag helicopter for recruiting, flying into high school games on Friday night helicopter.
Normally, it's the news station helicopter that lands on the side of the field. Now, Kevin Sumlin's ass would just fly and land on the side of the field. Start recruiting players.
That monopoly money.
That's right.
They ain't even got to roll around the board to get the money.
Was that the last game on the slate?
Oh no, my bad.
You good.
Next up, we got LSU at number 4, Alabama, who's favored by 9.5. Can LSU do something with this Alabama team and sort of mess up that top 5 in the college football playoffs?
No, Alabama about to put in work too. I see this being a big weekend for teams needing to reestablish their identity.
I'm going
I,
Bama too
I
on this one.
I think it's gonna be Bama. I don't think it's gonna be close. I got Bama, man. Roll Tide.
Blitz, Bama, blitz, man. Yeah, man. I like Bama big in this one. They're at home. I think it's 9.5. I think they'll cover that. They've been rolling. So,
They got the jam to make that sandwich complete this weekend too. If they got Jam back there in that backfield, I think this is a week where we see him get back to his normal self, maybe a $150. I think we see a great showing also of Brian Williams. We haven't really heard much about this season except the drops. I think he come together, put it together this weekend at home in a big game. And it's been a lot of it's been talk about Alabama, but it haven't been as much talk about Alabama. I think a win this weekend get that talk going a lot more. And if the Bower comes out in that black hoodie, beware Alabama in the blowout.
Bama, a whole lot to a little bit.
Bama. Close. LSU keeps it within 7. This, to me, this is going to be the biggest test for Ty Simpson passing the ball. That LSU secondary is not a joke. There's NFL dudes all over that secondary. So this is going to be, I think, his biggest passing test. So that's what gives me, I think the biggest thing is I'm not sure what LSU is going to do. I know you fired your coach. You got an interim coach. Everybody loves the interim coach, but an interim coach don't fix an offensive line that bad overnight. So, but I think the rival part of it, I think LSU is going to try to make a statement, and I still think Bama wins, but it's close.
All right. I think I'm going with Alabama as well. I don't think LSU got anything for them. I think they done hung up their uniforms as well. They just going out.
Those guys in that secondary, I'm glad you mentioned that. Want to be NFL ready. This might be the weekend they step up, show them something. Because up until this point, their coach has been fired. The offense, like you said, is looking like it's doing. Defense win a lot. And right now, it's like a pass, and they could just pass at will pretty much out there. Alabama, they got ties. Man, this guy's about to come out, maybe pass for 300 this weekend. This Alabama team is no joke, man.
Okay. What y'all think about Navy traveling to South Bend to play the number 10 ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who's favored by 24.5, and the over and under is 55.5.
Notre Dame big. Notre Dame last week was favored by 30 points at Boston College, which I thought was just crazy. They didn't even come close to that. I think they won by 15. But they're at home. I think they need to win impressively, to be honest with you, because nobody really wants to. Most people don't want to see Notre Dame because they're not in the conference and all this stuff. Which I don't understand why they don't want to be in a conference, to be honest with you, man, because people think that because Notre Dame's independent, they get to keep all their money. Well, where's the money at? They were paying Brian Kelly 3.3, and he left. They just extended Freeman to like $7 million with $9 million with the incentives. That don't even crack the top 25 highest paid coaches. So Notre Dame, they want to be what they want to be. That's cool, but I don't know where the money's coming from. But in this game against Navy, I I know Navy's pretty good this year, but I think Notre Dame needs to win impressively, and they're at home, and they didn't do it last week.
I
Yo,
think they
real,
can do it against Navy. I say they cover this one against Navy. This I feel a little bit more confident than that Texas Tech BYU game. Y'all made me feel bad, but I like this one. I want to switch my bet and go with this one right here. I believe, like I said, this is with that college football playoff ranking coming out, and this being the first one. You got to show your tail this weekend. Everybody has to show their tail, so I'm looking for some explosive games this weekend.
Man, Notre Dame is about to torture Navy. It's not even gonna be close. I think they about to put up like 50 points on them. You know, sometimes though they struggle with the Naval Academy. I just don't think this is a year for it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Zay. And I know I've been in that environment. They got started late and they put a whipping on them NC State Wolfpack. I think it's going to be the same way, but I don't think they wait in this game. I think they come out knowing what's going on in the college football playoff, knowing what they have to do. They ready for the assignment at hand. They come out, they win big. I think we see a little bit of that arm of CJ Card a different way, and we got to shut out that big 6'9" tight end out there looking like Antonio Gates on the football field, stretching out, boxing.
Listen at him, Zay.
So I got Notre Dame in a big win this weekend. You silly.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame's going to thump Navy as well. I think this is an opportunity for them to use all this talk out there that they're not in the conference and all this other, even the two loss talk that they're talking about, that they shouldn't be ranked as high as they are with two losses, especially when those two losses were to Texas A&M and Miami, who is not considered to be a really good team right now. I think they're going to go and thump Navy so they can at least move up one spot, because somebody's going to lose between BYU and Texas Tech. And the further they can move up, the better their chances are securing a spot in the college football playoffs. And I think they're going to use that as bulletin board material to go out there and thump Navy. Thump Navy. Yeah.
Hey, let me say this real quick, too. Notre Dame can't even afford to have a close game, against a horrible team. You know what I mean? They can't afford to have another game against some bums that you let do anything. Now, one group of bums beat them. So that's why they're going to have to cover this spread right here.
Yeah, Jet Life, you might be right. If Mossberg got on two shirts, one of them is in Notre Dame, bro. One of them is in Notre Dame for sure.
well,
I'm already trying to figure out who lost to a bunch of bums.
Well, who y'all lose to? Who Notre Dame lose to? Who y'all lose to?
Miami and
Texas
And who else?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
Oh, okay, so I was thinking about somebody else. My fault. But Miami ain't that good. I wasn't saying A&M. I'm rocking with y'all until y'all show me something different.
T.Y. is so crazy, man. We appreciate
Let
it.
me
My apologies.
I ain't even said nothing about this game, but I'm gonna tell you this: I love our Navy. Veterans Day's coming up, but the ship is sinking. I'm sorry, the ship is sunk. Notre Dame, what's the over under in that game? Notre Dame may get the over under by themselves.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah, enjoy your free weekend post game, because it ain't even gonna be worth it.
Man, my team always got to get shots fired at them. But let me answer a couple statements that were made. Notre Dame is extremely conservative with their money. That's one. Number two, I don't think they can be with teams coming after Marcus Freeman. I think Marcus Freeman is about to get a hell of a bag. Just and that's one of the reasons why you come out and you don't say no, I'm staying here, because you need that leverage to negotiate. So I think Freeman's gonna get paid, but as far as the game goes, I think Notre Dame wins. They cover. I think Jeremiah Love can potentially go for 250 in this game, taking
Mhm.
the Irish.
I thought you were just gonna say 200, Post. You said 250.
Total yards, not just rushing.
Okay. But that's still, uh,
The Navy can't stop the run at all.
yeah. So he definitely can get 200.
Mm. Before we get to that last game, let's just go out there. We got these guys in here. We ain't got it on the slate, but we got the Ohio State Buckeyes, national champions, returning to try to run it back. They got the Purdue Boilermakers, and they got to go on the road. We gonna give it to FanDuel and T1 last. We know what y'all talking about and what y'all repping, but I'm going Buckeyes. I'm gonna talk my stuff. Julian should get some Heisman talks. They should talk about it. The young stud is doing his thing.
Hold on, time out. I can go first because I'm not about to sit here and listen to all of this stuff. We ain't that
That's why they're not on the slate.
we ain't
'Cause
that,
they
we ain't that good.
feel
We're not that good.
It's
I
not
don't
even
want to hear no
comparing.
I don't want to hear no Heisman talk. This is a red shirt freshman quarterback who, hasn't even been challenged in the game. So I don't want to hear no Heisman talk. That's y'all just trying to pump us up. We haven't played anybody. Wait till we play somebody and then come back to me and I'll tell you how I feel. But just as of right now, we're playing Purdue. If you know anything about Purdue, we've lost in that stadium multiple times. I mean, we've been highly ranked. So, we may be in for a challenge. Y'all may be in for a show this Saturday. I mean, we haven't played anybody. We're just being as honest as y'all.
No, I'm being all the way honest, man. I was thinking after last week, you got to put him in that race. With Alabama's quarterback, we know what he's doing, along with just the way the quarterbacks this college football season been playing. A lot of hype on some, and he's actually answered a lot of the talk silently, just winning games and leading this young Buckeye team
I
to a
mean,
number one
anybody
ranking.
can pass the ball. If you got two of the best receivers in the whole country, I probably could go and be our quarterback. But go ahead.
So I got Buckeyes in an easy win. It's not even going to be a test for y'all this weekend. I know the history, but I got y'all winning big.
A lot of people say that, like they say that to discredit saying. They say if I was throwing to those receivers, I would look good too. But a lot of people forget Sam was a 5-star his damn self.
Yeah,
So I think it all goes hand in hand, and I don't even know why we talking about this. Oh, Ohio State gonna roll.
easy.
If there was a game that I would look at right now on the schedule and say could be more interesting than people are giving it credit for, it's this. Just because Purdue can score, can they do it against Ohio State's defense? I don't know, but this would be one I would look at and say, okay, maybe, but I still think Ohio State rolls. I know Zay had talked the other day about if they're going to cover that, and it's now 30.5-point spread. That's a huge spread. But
That's huge.
if there's a team that's going to cover it, it's probably Ohio State. I get the whole T1. I get the whole saying I'm not saying the kid should have the Heisman for what he's done as far as wins and losses. I'm saying that kid finna break the all-time completion percentage record as a redshirt freshman. That's damn impressive.
Right.
I have to even pump my brakes on that. They still have. It's too many more passes to be thrown. 80%, that's high. No way he could stay there. I mean, I would love for him to.
Right, I agree. There is a lot more. All it takes is one bad game, and that drops down. But for what he's done up to this point at 80% completion percentage, that's just insane.
That's the same.
That's crazy.
you don't throw 80% in practice against air.
Right.
Ohio State by 1,000.
I don't have nothing else to add.
That's why we didn't put Ohio State on the show today.
Hey, that's cool. Keep us off. Keep us off.
Well, you know for sure you're gonna be on there.
We're just checking everybody else, and we'll keep y'all up. We'll keep y'all updated on what's going on.
Keep them off. Take us off. Get me off that damn list too.
Take A&M up out of there too. Yeah. I don't want to hear no completion percentage stuff. I don't want to hear nothing, man. We got Purdue, man. This one game at a time, man. We've been getting our heads knocked off by that team up north, man. We can't overlook anybody. We've been knocked off by Purdue before. We can't overlook anybody.
1-0. That's all I want. 1-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add?
Just that last game, Florida, Kentucky, real quick. I ain't go with that one.
Yeah.
We got 7-zip Raiders, y'all. 7-zip.
I gave you that one.
Middle of the second quarter.
What y'all think about this game, Florida and Kentucky? We know it's not going to be a meaningful game, but does it have some interest to it though? I think Florida traveling to Kentucky, a Kentucky team that their record is horrible as hell. We know that, but they played pretty good in Kentucky, man. They played Texas really tough. Probably should have won that game. Thanks for that kickoff, Ryan Niblett. But other than that, man, do y'all think that Kentucky can beat Florida, who's favored by 3.5 in this game?
I got asked this question earlier on a different podcast. They were asking for score predictions for this game. I said Florida 87, Kentucky 78 before I realized they was asking about the two football.
That's a good one, Sean.
So I went. I really did that. I can give you the link to the podcast. I said, okay, really in football, I'll give you Kentucky wins this game 9-8.
9-8.
This is the most boring game you'll ever watch. You want a nap time? Right here.
Come on, man. I got Florida, man. DJ is gonna have a day, man.
Doesn't matter. No, dude, stop.
Come on, hey, Kentucky's riding high right now. Kentucky's on cloud 9.
Every receiver in Florida is injured.
Bro,
I'm playing receiver for Florida. You think we gonna win?
Let's lace
okay, well that's a good point, man. But Kentucky.
It's a good game to watch just as a football fan. See, unlike and I like Doug that you said it's a good game. I think so, but unlike y'all others, we appreciate good football, and Kentucky is a Midwestern team. So when I see a Kentucky going against Florida, I'm going for Kentucky. I'm hoping that Kentucky can upset them boys. You know what I mean? So
hey, Kentucky got a coach fired last week.
A game like that.
You know, I don't want to change the subject, but real quick, because I done had countless arguments with people about Kentucky and where they are geographically. I've been calling Kentucky a Midwest team from the jump, and people argue with me that it's a Southern team. Is Kentucky Midwest or South?
It's Midwest. Tennessee is Southern.
It borders Ohio, don't it? Kentucky borders Ohio, don't it?
Yeah. Tennessee.
It's up there, man. It's up there.
From Tennessee down.
Bruh, that's what I've been trying to tell people.
But they would get to the South.
But they will argue up and down with me. That's what I say, but they will argue up and down with me that Kentucky is a Southern team. I'm just like,
in the SEC. That's all.
They just box with the Southern teams. That's all.
Yeah, that's
like Virginia, man. Virginia don't know if they're from the South or the East Coast, man. I met some dudes from Virginia. They say B and yo all the time, man, over there in Virginia. They're supposed to be the original South.
Speaking of Virginia, they gonna lose this week. Speaking of Virginia, we could have tapped into that game. I got Wake Forest beating them.
That's a good game.
Who they
Yeah, I got Wake Forest winning that game.
Well, Wake Forest. Okay.
Wake Forest can play some defense when they want to. They play some defense against SMU, I'll tell you that. SMU couldn't do a damn thing against Wake Forest.
What
That was
was
embarrassing.
that spread? Because I was looking at that spread
Which
as that being an interesting game. What was that spread?
6.5
6.5 for who?
for Virginia.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Taking who was that? Wake Forest.
Yep.
Wake Forest with the points. That's probably going to be a close one, I think.
I tell you a game we didn't talk about that we should have. This got some implications.
Tulane.
Thank you. Tulane.
Tulane got Memphis. Tulane and Memphis.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, Memphis got a running back from Dobie, Sean.
Yeah.
Freshman. Sure do, man.
Who is it?
What was the dang name? I think it's Williams or something like that. He didn't have any offers, man, but the coach at Adobe, he went to war for him, man, and he got him a Memphis scholarship. He's a damn good player, so I'm happy for that kid. But speaking of coaches, man, I want to throw this name out that nobody's talking about, man. You ever heard about this dude named Charles Huff over there at Southern Miss? This dude won the conference championship last year at Marshall. Marshall won like 11 games somehow. And for whatever reason, Marshall didn't want to give him more money. So he left for Southern Miss. So which tells me he didn't want Marshall to break the bank. He went to Southern Miss, the poorest county, poorest state in the union to feed him. But right now, I think they're undefeated. Southern Miss right now having a good season. He has a chance to play for the same conference championship that he won last year with another team. Has that ever happened before? Has the coach ever won back-to-back conference championships with two different teams, same conference?
He might be working on history.
That's pretty amazing.
He hard.
His name is Charles Huff. He was an assistant under Saban back in like 2019, 2020. And like I said, I didn't know Marshall was any good last year, but apparently they were. And
didn't he take a whole lot of players with him too? Because remember they dropped out the bowl game. Everybody left.
Oh yeah. I think that was him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Marshall for some reason didn't want to pay the man.
Yeah, they dropped out that bowl game because they ain't had no players. Everybody got in the portal, said I'm out.
Damn, that's wild. That's funny, man.
Yeah.
On that Sun Belt Conference. Yep.
Oh, and another thing about coaching real quick, Max Preps came out with where all the FBS coaches, what state they're from. Guess what 2 states led the way?
Ohio and Texas.
Texas and Ohio. Texas had 16 and Ohio had 11, man. That is impressive, man.
We run deep.
That's impressive, man. Hard. Is Texas, Ohio, and California as far as like FBS coaches?
From Youngstown, the Stoops State from Youngstown.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Stoops from Youngstown, yeah. Yep. All right, y'all. We wanted to get into SEC Sean's SEC power rankings, but we'll probably try to get that in next week if that's all right, Sean.
Yeah, I just threw them to you this week. I'll throw them together again after this week, and we'll look at them and see.
Okay. Well, I seen Texas was at 5. I hope they don't move down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to jump onto with you tomorrow too. SEC Sean.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess it'll be about 7:00, probably.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. Hey, Moss, man, I'll be happy to take that invite about my interviewing my daughter from her team at UAPB.
Yeah, I got you. Anytime
I might be able to get the coach on there.
Hey, that's where I went, Doug. I was down there for a couple of years. Yeah,
already, man.
That's why I'm paid and I rock with Arkansas.
All right, man. The coach over there at UAPB, his name is Michael Bumpers. He played linebacker at Arkansas. He was a Ken Hatfield recruit. And then Broyles came in. They kind of bumped heads, and he ended up transferring to Arkansas Pine Bluff to play baseball. So this guy's an old school, dual sport, 70s, 80s type of dude named Michael Bumpers. Big old boy.
That's
He's
what's
a
happening.
cool cat, man. He's a softball coach at UAPB.
Yeah, that's what's
So I
up.
can hook that up for you, man.
Look, I still go down there for homecoming. I ain't go this year, but I was down there last year. I was
Man,
mad
it's
at
nice,
this
man.
year.
Hey, man, the catfish is the bomb, man.
Oh
They
yeah,
got some good catfish in that cafeteria.
Yeah, so
I
They
you're
got a
love
gonna
it.
have to let
catfish
me.
farm out there.
You're gonna have to let me know when you go up to a softball game because I'm only gonna be about 3 hours from there.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna be about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be about an hour outside of Fayetteville.
No kidding, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Pine
Northwest
Bluff ain't too
Arkansas,
far, man.
right by Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna ask you.
it's a nice little town, man. It's right there. We stay in Whitehall normally, but it's right
Yeah.
down the street.
But like Moss was saying, and I told Pope you wasn't on yet, T. I'm gonna throw a NASCAR podcast to get people starting to break down questions and things for people going because we got less than 100 days to the start of the season. Ended Sunday, and we got less than 100 days to the next season starts.
Dang.
Yeah, they take 3 months off. They go from February to November. So I'm gonna throw that together. If anybody's interested, got any questions, like I said, y'all can give my number to anybody out here. I don't care. Just y'all text me who you is or whatever, and then we'll go from there. But ask any questions you want, even if you can't join. If you got a question about the sport, I'm gonna go. Tomorrow's gonna be more about just kind of breaking down some stuff and going through how to get onto the NASCAR app to get your free tickets and free merchandise and stuff like that.
Cool. And then,
So
That's pretty cool right there. So hey, if y'all want to learn about NASCAR, tune in.
yeah, and make
yeah,
sure.
I mean, I told Moss about it when we first met. I can get everybody that tunes in and listens and does what I say with getting the app. You can all get 2 free tickets to a NASCAR race of your choice, wherever you want to go.
Wow.
Daytona 500, yep, 2 free tickets. Doesn't matter.
Get out of here. Wow.
Then you can give Doug my number too, so I can get started on that write up, and we can get some things situated and get that going as well. And it's glad that you're the parent because I don't have to go through certain questions as far as an asking, is it okay to have the live? So with you doing that, I think it's time for us to go ahead and get that process rolling as well. And again, Sean, SEC Sean, man, we appreciate what you bring. Appreciate having that night that I went to work and met you as well. To be able to be where we at today, having you and Doug on here as well. City League TV, man. We ready for that basketball season as well. So don't think that we stop. City League TV gonna be coming to y'all. We gonna be coming to y'all live for the high school basketball season here in Columbus, Ohio as well. Tapping into the great high school basketball games to get these young kids out so the world can see them as well. We've been hearing a lot of things from the football side and as well as the volleyball side also. So if you out there and you play a sport, man, if you're a parent watching, we love what we do. We not only are athletes ourselves, we still are working with the youth. I just got from basketball practice today, coaching over at the rec center, and it was fun, man. I really enjoyed myself being back out there and involved with the kids on the coaching side and just seeing them, where they at and on what they could be years to come. So reach out to us, talk to us. We not only just here for our show, man. We here for the kids as well. The youth is something that I love to be a part of. And coming this spring, man, look forward to Level Up Sports 10 first 3-on-3 traveling basketball team. I'm gonna try to put a team together in position of what brought me to doing this with my uncle and take this team over to a couple different cities here in Ohio to do some 3-on-3 basketball tournaments as well. So, stay tuned into that as well. City League, if you want to give them a little bit more about the high school basketball and what we'll be doing with that.
City League TV on YouTube. Check it out.
Hey Moss, I'm gonna decline the invitation to the basketball team. I'm gonna give you the same reasons my son gave me for not going out for the basketball team in high school. He came home and said he tried out for the team, and I said, "Did you make it?" And he said, "Nope." I said, "Why?" He said, "I'm slow, fat, white, and can't jump."
Listen, Woody Harrelson changed the game. Shout out to Woody for what he did with Snipes, man. But me personally, man, I don't care where you at in your game, man. It's all about just being able to willing to come out and just do something different. It's not even about the game itself. You form a different type of brotherhood. You know, I was used to certain things up on the north side. I went to east. Totally different school. Had no clue of what I was getting myself into. I still talk to them guys a day. One of my guys is coaching at Northland High School with a few guys I play with as well. So, you know, it's just good to see that you build a whole different brotherhood. So you might not be the greatest player, but you build a bond that's going to be forever. And that's what it's about, as well as just finding niches through life. So I'm all about every bit of it, man. It's just part of what I do.
It'll be 7 p.m. tomorrow for me. Other than that, my final update, as I always like to give y'all on Thursday for the degenerates out there like myself. Georgia Southern 19, Appalachian State 3. South Florida, oh my God, 42-10 for UTSA.
Is it halftime or third quarter?
Halftime.
Oh, they getting the 66 and a half. They about to throttle that.
There's your degenerate gambling update for Thursday night.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, we'll be on with SEC Sean tomorrow, talking NASCAR at 7, and then we'll be right back at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. I won't be able to make that. I got to work. So I ain't going to be able to make that 8 o'clock on Saturday. But hopefully somebody can hold it down. I'll set the stream up, but somebody got to man it. Cool. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate everybody joining, man. We're going to get out of here, and we'll be talking again soon.
Yes.
All right, fellas. Love y'all, man.
Peace.
Peace.
We was in the building. Now we out.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
See